So I recently got to thinking about flowers and fruits and veggies and how we all love them, but may not know what it takes for them to grow. Magic? Or is there something bigger at work here? Well, there just might be. So today I get to hang out with Rachel Stevens on her farm here in Hampton Bays. She's also a local beekeeper, so I'm going to learn a lot about pollinators, and I'm really excited that you get to be a part of it.
Hey, welcome to Sweet Woodland Farm.
Why, thank you.
This is my daughter Raina.
Hi, Raina.
And this is our turkey Billy.
Well, hello, Billy.
Can we show you around the farm?
I would love it.
All right.
Bye, Billy. Rachel's pretty much the coolest person I've met. Her farm, love it. Totally eco-friendly. So much going on. I mean, what doesn't she do? But today, I'm here for the bees. So you have the 4 hives here on your property?
I actually have 5 now.
Okay.
Started with 2, then I added 2 more. The healthy colony has somewhere around 60,000 bees in it. And with a laying queen, there are new bees born every day.
And these guys naturally will find this area for them, for themselves to live. They'll
No, they're never going to come from the wild and come in here.
Okay.
That would only happen if somebody else's beehive swarmed and you were really lucky and they decided to move into your empty beehive.
Put a for rent sign. Yeah.
Usually when they swarm, they'll wind up like in a hollow of a tree or in somebody's run-down barn.
Assuming the swarm of them all coming out.
It's actually the sign of a really healthy colony.
Swarming is good.
So that happens when their population has increased so much that they start to feel cramped in the beehive they're in.
Oh, okay.
And if a beekeeper is not really on top of it and not paying attention, then they'll make another queen, and several thousand bees in the colony will take their old queen and they'll leave and look for a different place to live.
That's pretty wild.
Right.
We're out of here and we're taking the lady in charge.
Right.
And obviously these are not native bees to us here?
No, not at all. These
Okay.
are European honeybees. I believe these are all Italian.
Funny, they look Italian.
We have a relationship with the bees, the beekeepers and the bees, and we can see when we're opening the hive, we can see how the environment might be affecting them. Whereas native bees, you don't really notice. They're in and they're out so quickly and you might not even see. What we really should be promoting is taking care of our native bees and other native pollinators.
If I wanted to do something to help our local pollinators, would be...
Mason bees are actually much better pollinators than honeybees are. And you can get mason bee houses, and that will entice the native mason bees to come and lay eggs in it. Honeybees are popular because, of course, we can get honey from them too.
Huge bonus. Yeah,
Right,
yeah.
right.
Sorry guys, we're taking your honey.
Yeah, and people are always asking me if I sell honey, and I'm like, I don't sell honey. If I get honey, I'm eating it.
Yeah.
You know?
And how regularly do you have to check them to see how the colony is doing?
Well, in the spring, you generally want to check them once a week.
Okay.
And you don't want to check them too often because it annoys them. I have to make sure that they all have a laying queen. If there's no laying queen in there, then their colony will eventually die.
So what are these guys doing?
Just be aware if you're standing in front,
They're gonna come out and attack me.
they're not going to attack you. It's just that you're in their air flight.
I am in their, I get it. See, you're talking to a pilot, so
If you're paying attention,
they're like,
to
I'm
the
on
direction
final.
They're going. They're probably all going in pretty much the same place.
So how far will they typically go?
Usually up to 3 miles away. Bees will find where the best nectar source is, and they'll come back with a little sample of the nectar that they found, and they do what's called a waggle dance to communicate to the rest of the colony where they found this nectar. And it's a series of circles. So something like circle to the right 3 times means you go 300 yards east.
Oh, I hope we see a waggle dance.
Yeah.
This is how all directions in my world should be given.
Yeah, yeah. They have pollen sacs on their back legs, and they collect the pollen to feed the baby bees. And depending on where they're getting their pollen from will depend on the color of the pollen on their legs. Now, the male bees are called drones. They're bigger and they have big eyes.
Right.
And their sole purpose is to mate with the queen. The colony is preparing for the winter. They'll actually get rid of all the drones.
Okay.
Because all they're doing...
Dead weight. You gotta get rid of
That's
the
exactly
dead weight.
it. All they're doing is eating the honey.
Okay.
So they're not welcome guests for the winter, and they'll physically push them out of the hive.
Wow.
When they're going flower to flower, collecting the pollen and the nectar that they want, it's kind of all over their body. So accidentally, from one flower to another.
Ah, all right.
Yeah.
I didn't know that. That's cool.
Yeah. I mean, can you imagine?
Yeah.
They were like, today I'm going to pollinate
I gotta go
some
to
flowers.
work.
I know, like it's a job.
All right, so we just left Rachel's farm and we're off to one of the properties that she takes care of the bees at.
So, let me show you how to do this.
I can't even put the hat on right.
This smoke actually blocks their communication sensors. You know, in simple terms, it just calms them down.
I'm smoking myself over here. Like, it's making me sedate.
And during this time of year, these bees only live like a day, 3 days.
Oh, really? That's it?
They literally work themselves to death.
Oh.
We have uncapped honey here.
Yep,
All
there's
right.
honey there.
Oh, yeah? In there?
And they'll cap the honey when the honey has been cured, enough of the moisture has evaporated.
Oh, here we have one with the honey sacks
Where? He just went
down
in.
here.
Ah.
There's orange on his
Oh, I
leg.
see on the leg.
These are the drones, right?
Yes. So the flatter ones, those are all going to be worker bees once they merge. It's always good to see a thriving colony. But I've had moments in the past where I was really happy about how the colony was going, and you know, then the next week I open it up and it's like, what the hell happened here?
They're a very good indicator that something is wrong
Yes.
with the environment.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Or it could just be that I'm a really sucky
Or you're
keeper.
terrible at what you
I suck at this and I need a new hobby. You have to learn not to be greedy, and these bees have to be left with 60 pounds of honey for the winter. That's what's going to sustain them all winter long. Again, we're taking it from them. They're not making this for us. It's very possible that a lot of people just don't know that the pesticides they're applying to their property is actually deadly to bees and butterflies, ladybugs. You know, that seems to be what human beings tend to do, is react rather than prevent. I fear for a future when we don't have the pollinators that we need to
produce our food. Yeah.
yeah, there are organic applications you can use.
Oh, yeah.
People use lavender, cedar oil, I hear works great. Rosemary, wintergreen. I think we need to, you know, educate and encourage the spray applicators about the products that they're using.
Totally hanging out in this hat more often. I feel like I'm you know, Liz Taylor over here.
How you doing? Are you freaked out yet?
Not yet.
Ew, no suit,
No.
bare arms,
Like, what's the worst that could happen?
get stung. And what happens is when you get stung, all the others smell it.
Oh, and they want to
then
come after
They
me?
come after you.
Okay, well, see, that was a good thing to wait till the end of this to tell me, Rachel. Thank you.
Oh, you're welcome.
Thank you. Hugging a bee fruit. Bye, bees. Wow, super fun day. What did I learn? I need to plant more flowers, encourage my native bees, and help to educate others about harmful pesticides and fertilizers. Remember, bees are our friends. See you next time.